That's just gravy. We can go into Goldango, who fights the Sneasler pretty well. Fling! Oh, that's the big nugget tech. Dude, I just saw that in a YouTube thumbnail the other day. Ladies and gentlemen, Paradox to the Top is back. I'm your host, SeanBonJoviii, and this week, as you can tell by the thumbnail, we are playing with Sandy Shocks, who already got shown off a little bit in the Walking Wake video, so we're doing something different. That was more of a entry hazard setting, booster energy set. This one's a little of my own flavor, Assault Vest. So Assault Vest is a 1.5 times special defense boost if your Pokemon has nothing but attacks, which I have. I just feel like this Pokemon has so many attacks. It's really easy and comfortable to just run like Thunderbolt, Earth Power, Volt Switch, and Terra Blast, which makes this thing a mini REGIELEKI because I can just Terra Ice Blast and then just Volt Switch over and over and over again. And honestly, it hardly needs that, considering the primary ground types I was looking to remove is Clodsire, who just gets murked by the Earth Power anyway, so there's a reason it's not in OU. But anyway, this looks like a horrible game for Low Kicks, who's actually been carrying for me quite a lot. But it looks like an incredible game for the Shocks. Except it gets outsped by 1 by the Garchomp. So we're actually going to lead Baxcalibur. We got this Choice Band Baxcalibur. I found this team online, and I just edited it with a, what did I edit it with? Oh my gosh, Choice Band Icicle Crash, let's go. I edited the Chien Pao out with the Baxcalibur. I edited the Sandy Shocks a little bit, and it just kind of works, in my opinion. Hold up, I'm looking for some music play for the video. What are you gonna do? Pokemon Mix playlist. Sinnoh Lo-Fi. Let's rock and roll. Let's hope that's not too loud. So, opponent's got 120 seconds left on the clock. Come on, buddy. Let's talk about this team while we're doing it. The Low Kicks is interesting. I think the team really needs to pivot well into its defensive mon. So having like the U-turn and the Volt Switch is very nice. It makes it sort of like a hit and run team with some defense to take the hits. And then we get almost a KO on the Zapdos. But I don't really want... What is Zapdos even going to do, really? I mean, it could Discharge and Para me, but we have Ice Shard for the speed anyway. Let's drop another Icicle Crash, does 70%. But you could just keep switching around all day until you figure out that you need to go into your Goldango. Because that saves me time from having to go into this Dragonite, which is super interesting. It's Body Press, Ice Beam, Roost, Dragon Tail, with super weird EVs that... I just found this thing online. But from playtesting, it's not bad. Dragon Tail is nice, kind of fun to just phase things out and drag them over the spikes. But primarily, it's a switch into King Gambit, who's the #1 Pokemon in the meta right now. And it's able to KO with Body Press, or at least on non-defensive sets. And Ice Beam catches the Enamorous switch-ins. So honestly, it's not that bad. Our opponent, on the other hand, just keeps switching in and out, just disconnecting. So 1 minute until we just win this game. Now let's play a game. Can I fill time for 1 minute? Yeah, I can fill in time for 1 minute. Let me just show you what's on screen, and then let me do some house cleaning while we wait for my opponent. All right, so Paradox to the Top, you guys know, it's the series where I cover every single Paradox Pokemon. And right now we're 4 or 5 way through, and I think we got 16 total, 18 with the new DLC that's about to come out, so that's exciting. Might have to bump those guys up the list and do them next week. On the other hand, if you guys have a Pokemon you're interested in seeing soon, let's put those in the comments, okay? Because every week I just do the one that I want. But, you know, if you guys want to see something, I'd be more than happy to. You know, make sure you're subscribing, sending it to friends. Twice now, people have commented that they would like to see the teams. They would like to see the teams in the comments or the description. So I will be sure to link those. Let me go find another game real quick. It's a good thing that game ended pretty quickly because I realized I was playing on the wrong account the whole time. Anyway, so yeah, make sure if you want the teams to like comment it and remind me in case I forget to put it in the description or the comment section. I'm more than happy to provide you guys with teams as I've done in a couple of videos now. I thought Sneasler got banned. This team is a lot of premier threats, but I actually see this as a great game for Baxcalibur to just come in and rip like Draco Meteors and stuff. Oh, dang, Walking Wake is very fast. It is very fast indeed. I think maybe we just take the 84% damage and just like Ice Shard, Banded Ice Shard. 39%. So that is a very tanky one too. Hydro Steam is KOing. but our first impression is also KOing. So we're gonna go for the tinted lens, choice band, first impression, just hits like a brick house, and hopefully we're gonna be able to pick up a KO on just anything that comes in. 48% on the resisted attack. See, that's just gravy. We can go into Goldango, who fights the Sneasler pretty well. Fling! Oh, that's the big nugget tech. Dude, I just saw that in a YouTube thumbnail the other day. Didn't really get what it does. I guess it's just like a high base power attack. That's wild. All right, let's go into the D-Knight instead. Dude, what do we do about this? I don't know. Switch back into... I mean, what's my best move here? I shouldn't have gone into this. I should have gone into the low kicks in the first place, but I don't think it's too late to go into low kicks again and just rip like another first impression off. They do a ton of damage to like his whole team. So we're gonna rip another one, buddy. It's coming right up. What did our first impression do? 48%. It's 46 to 54. So what are the odds we get a low roll twice in a row? Not good. There we go. We get 52% damage taken down the Sneasler. That's big. So now we're 5-5. He says he's complaining about the roll. It was 46 to 54. Now our team's in a little bit of trouble. Yeah, he calls me with the Ice Beam. I can Terra Ice as well. Especially with my AV, I'll definitely be able to survive. Does it take into account that it's Battle Bomb boosted? Because I might not have to Terra. Yeah, I don't even have to Terra because it's my Assault Vest, so we can just take this hit from Greninja. And he Terra Waters. Well, I didn't expect the Terra Water. That hurts quite a bit. So I'm going to Terra myself. We're both going to be Terra'd. And I'm going to do a Terra Bug first impression. And that's got to just KO everything on the team. But this isn't something I should rely on. Primarily because I don't have enough switches to kill everything with first impression. I just don't. Let's go Tusk. This guy's got a real anti-meta team and it's just crushing me. I feel like he just goes into like Walking Wake or Garchomp and like sets up on me now. Okay, so he's afraid of the first impression, so we're gonna go for the U-turn now. And ooh, that outspeeds. All right, that's game. GG, let's hop right into the next one. I think I just won one match and I was like, I like this team, let's go. And that's how we're gonna play it too. We're gonna go low kicks and just U-turn right off the bat. This low kicks honestly does a ton of work for the team, checking a lot of our own threats. And we can go Baxcalibur. He goes Chilling Reception. What, you gotta go into your own Baxcalibur? You just set up the hail for me as well as you. So now I have a defense boost myself. Comes Great Tusk. Don't love the Great Tusk matchup. Shockingly, my Icicle Crash isn't a KO, huh? We need more chip. Okay. So he goes for a Rapid Spin. I'll go for an Ice Beam. And just get some chip down. That's what we're looking for, is a little bit of chip. 52% is more than enough chip. Who's he likely to go into? If I was him, I would consider like a Hatterini to set up with. I don't think there's a chance he stays in again. So let's go into our own low kicks. We're likely to die unless I go Goldango. So we do 30% there. How's the Goldango matchup? Not bad for us. So he does that. Okay. How's our Shadow Ball? Our Shadow Ball is able to break the Toot. And I think that's all I want here, is to just break the substitute. He goes for the DD. Earthquake can KO. What does my first impression do? My first impression KOs. How badly do I need Goldango on this team? Pretty not that bad, actually. So I'm going to rip the Shadow Ball. Yeah, see, that was a mistake there. Because I could have just outright make it rained on him. Now he should Earthquake. If I'm him. Goes to the Glide Rush. Okay, so my opponent just has no idea what the correct move to click here is. Or he doesn't have it. Yeah, so he doesn't even have Earthquake. That makes sense. At the very least, he should have Glide Rushed and then Icicle Crashed. But I think he's probably packing Earthquake. I can just go back into the D-Knight now. So he tries to do that. What do I want to do? He's got Rapid Spin, Stealth Rock, Earthquake. He's definitely switching. He would have revealed Ice Spinner earlier if he had it. He's probably going out into that. I think I just want to get... I'm not obsessed with the idea of getting rocks off just yet, because they're just going to come back up with this Great Tusk. He's been pretty effective at getting it back in. So we're going to Volt Switch out on the Slow King, who I expect to probably just Chilling Reception or Future Sight. Yeah, he does Future Sight, so he's going to Chilling Reception this time. If he Chilling Receptions, I KO with Earthquake, or he can just feed me something. Actually, I believe my Ice Skull Crash is KOing everything on the team except for this Hisui and Samurott. So I'm going to go for that. 5% left. Sludge Bomb doing 36. Switch something else in, bud. I dare ya. I double dare ya. There you go. Samurott Hisui, that was the right switch for you. 43%. The Future Sight ends up taking me out. And now I threaten to KO. Threaten to KO just about everything on your team with this first impression. So I think Great Tusks should be able to switch in. But instead he goes to the Amoonguss, which is just 42%. That's way less than I thought. Rocky Helmet ends up chipping me down pretty heavily. I can go Goldengo here and be like immune to Spore. And then we're just going to recover up and get our Goldengo back to full health. That's good. Is he going to like foul play? He opts for the Giga Drain. That's interesting. The correct play should have been going into Samurott and pressuring this Goldengo out. He doesn't go for that. Now it says our Shadow Ball should do 47 to 56, so 100% chance to KO because it's 47.9. What is it assuming? I don't love those odds. So I'm just going to click Make It Rain. Oh my gosh, 83% damage. But I think it was worth it to get rid of the Tusk, because now rocks are gone, his spinning is gone. So I'm going to get my own Tusk in at some point if the opportunity arises and just take advantage of his team. Just outright take advantage of it. So he ends up Ceaseless Edging. I can Body Press here comfortably. If he switches anything in, I could like Roost. But if he lets me take the Body Press here, then I just take the Samurott. So his Dragonite's pretty anti-meta with this Body Press. I actually like it a lot for dealing with the Dark types that are currently in the meta game. As for dealing with Hatterini, I don't think I actually need this Dragonite anymore. However, one thing that worries me is the potential that he just like clicks Calm Mind here while I like Body Press or something. I don't want to waste my time. What I think I could do is I could sack Goldengo, and if he lets me switch it in, then I just Shadow Ball or Make It Rain. But if he KOs it, I can go Tusk, Rapid Spin, and get like good chip down, and then I can just start U-turning and Volt Switching between Sandy Shocks and them. So yeah, we're gonna sack the Goldengo. That's maybe a really horrible idea. See, that's the thing I was worried about, was the Calm Mindset. Luckily, I have a physical like low kicks who should be able to just like come in and just burn the Hatterene. It says Drain Kiss might be able to KO. We really need these hazards gone, so I'm gonna burn my Terra Water. Zit goes Terra Fire. And now it's given itself an Earthquake weakness, so I can get a good amount of chip here and do a significant chunk to the Hatterene, which is going to help. Who can KO now? No one can KO. Great. Great. That Terra Fire is really bad for me. I go First Impression. Let's go U-turn. Maybe into the D-Knight? Is that my best play here? Because it's going to Draining Kiss here. And that's going to heal itself up. If I just feed it the Dragonite, it's going to heal like 14% damage. So he ends up giving me the Slow King Galar and getting rid of his boost. A terrible decision for my opponent. That's the last thing it needed to do. Amoonguss comes out. I can comfortably Volt Switch again into the Dragonite, who goes to bed. I'm gonna go back into low kicks. And that's game. Yeah, I guess we could just keep clicking Earth Power on this guy, see what I can get out of it. He's Giga Draining. Interesting. Maybe a crit will do me in. It's about all I can pray for. There's a chance now that this Earth Power is able to just KO. Does Hatterini pull the game out for us? Let's go! Sandy Shocks pulls the game out. We get to 1236 on the ladder. That's our second win of the day. I'm happy with Sandy Shocks coming through at the end of the game and winning for Paradox at the top, baby. Leave a like for Sandy Shocks. Let's go.